Hey everybody, it's your girl Terrible T. I hope y'all are having a great week this week. Me, I don't know, today I'm a little, I don't know, I'm a little drained. Throat hurts a little, but I just took something and I have my tea here, so we gonna push through. So how's everybody doing in the chat? Good morning. Good morning. We're about to get started up here. Let's try and let people come in for a minute. Everybody come in. Good morning. I see everybody piling in. Um, darn. Mom, I forgot to help you. I know you said that you had trouble commenting last time. If I can't explain it, I meant to send you a video. If I can't explain it, better if you go to the comments and you slide it to the left, I believe, you should be able to comment. If not, just text me. I'll read your comments on air. So, anyway, like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing all right. I could be better, honestly. But we about to get into it, y'all. Is the background music too loud or is it good? Is it good enough? So today's gonna be a quick show. We here for a good time, not a long time, y'all. So, um, I wanted to talk about body shaming today because it was an incident that I have had in the past at my work. Okay, perfect. At my work, and it keeps coming up, unfortunately. Okay, so the first time this has happened, it was a lady, and the first thing people would say about her is she's wearing a butt pad. And, I never thought nothing of it, never thought nothing of it because I don't care. I don't study people's bodies and look at them and try and pick them apart, right? And I watched this woman go through it. I watched her, get torn down at work. And, in this particular place, we actually had to dress out. And it's no telling how insecure that she was in the locker room with people actually watching her, looking at her, trying to see if it's true or not. And then the worst thing is they get the guys involved. And that's what makes it 10 times worse, right? And recently it's surfaced again. And this particular time, you have a young lady, right? It was brought to my attention. They were like, someone was like, she's wearing one of those butt strap things. And I was like, butt strap? Yeah, and if you don't know, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me help someone get on the show. So, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm about to show you. So this is what I guess they mean. I wanted to look for the actual. It's one that's actual like strap type of things, right? And that's what they keep saying that the young lady has on or whatever. And I didn't think nothing of it. Moved on with my life. But then the guys started talking about it. And I was asking them, I was like, so did you notice that on your own? Or did you just notice it when somebody said something? Yeah, and there's no problem doing that, Carmen. There's absolutely no problem doing that. Like, what's the difference with wigs? You got people who wear wigs because they either feel like doing their hair or they might not really have any to really manipulate or whatever. It's no different. If you want to, it's certain outfits that we wear too as women, right? And you want a particular look. It's no problem putting this on. But the issue is, when does this become bullying? Like, it's a fine line between you just, oh, I'm just talking about it, whatever, whatever, and you actually bullying somebody and making them feel away. So let's get into that.
So, if you didn't know, there is a such thing as adult bullying. And it happens all the time, and because we're adults, sometimes we don't want to. So, if you didn't know, there is a such thing as adult bullying. And it happens all the time, and because we're adults, sometimes we don't want to see it that way, or we're completely oblivious. But let me give you some tips.
If someone is constantly making you feel as if you have to explain every decision that you make, that's a bully. If someone is always trying to make you explain why you're friends with certain people or stop you from being friends with certain people, that's a bully. If someone tries to manipulate your time and cross your boundaries often, that's a bully. Don't be a victim, girl. Stand up for yourself. No means no. Period.
Okay. And see, that's my point. You make people feel away, and people don't understand. You don't know what's going on in someone's mind, because we all do certain things to give us a boost and make us feel good. And if she does have on some type of butt enhancement, what is it to you? Like, what? It's like, you don't pay her bills, and are you going to give her the money to actually get it done? But let me tell y'all this, okay? So we talked about people wanting to enhance their body. How about, there's a young lady that has gotten a BBL. They talk about her too. They say, oh, it's too big. Your legs look too small. You need to get it redone. So it's like, okay, then you have people who don't have a whole lot back there, right? And then it's, dang, you ain't got no ass, So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You talk about me when I don't have none. You talk about me when I try to, do a little enhancement. And you talk about me when I go get it done. Like, what? People just need to mind their business. We all have enough insecurities on their own. If you have nothing nice to say, yeah, then shut up. Like, I don't get it. And I'm not trying to be nasty, but a lot of times the people who are talking the most, they really not looking like much. It's like, look in the mirror. Like, we all have something that could be talked about. Nobody is perfect. Hell, they pick apart Beyonce, and she got money to get anything she wants done. They pick apart little stupid stuff. And I do sometimes wonder, is it the South? Like, does this happen in the West Coast? Where out there, you kind of gotta look perfect. You can't be too dark. You gotta be fit. I wonder, do they go through that in the West Coast, or even Atlanta? Like, maybe Atlanta, maybe having a BBL is more normal, and you're not looked at. You're actually more so idolized than, looked at negatively. I know, just a little story time. When I was, I believe, how old was I? I had to be maybe about 23. That's when Instagram was really at its height with the Instagram baddie look, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I wanted that look, you know. I thought it was cute and I wanted to look like that. So if y'all are familiar with Dr. Curves, he is probably like the biggest like BBL surgeon in Atlanta, at least that I know of. I went up there, paid my little $100 for the consultation. And as soon as I walked through the door, the receptionist looked at me and she was like, "What are you getting done?" And I was like, "Oh, a BBL." She was like, "I guess, sign in, whatever, sit down." Okay. And then when I don't know what you would call her, I won't call her a nurse. I guess the assistant, I guess she assists the doctor with everything or whatever. When she came and got me, um, she looked at me and she looked at the chart, the little paperwork on the clipboard. She said, "You getting what?" And I said, "I want a BBL." And then she was like, "You do not need a BBL, right?" All right, and I'm still trying to get my BBL, child. I'm still like, look, I was a temp at the time and I had plans. I said, I'm about to get hired on. I'm about to use this PTO and get this BBL. I need y'all to just sit back and just let me do this. So then the doctor comes in, Dr. Curbs comes in, looks at the chart, the little, paperwork, looks at me, tells me to stand up. He says, "Are you serious?"
Like what?
He says, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yes." And then he was like, "All right, let me see, whatever." And he was going over the procedure and everything, and what he would do, because I was going to um I was going to get the fat transfer. So you can get the fat transfer or you can get the silicone. And I wanted the fat transfer. I look, we about to get there. I'm glad too, but we about to get there. So, he was looking at my forearm, seeing, where we can take fat from and stuff to put back there. And then he got to the hips and he was like, "Yeah, so I guess we'll use this for the hips." And I looked at him, I said, "I don't need any hips." And he was like, "You don't need no hips." And then he looked, he said, "No, you don't need no hips or whatever." That just tells me, like, what the hell, Tia? What are you doing here? Right? So they tell me the options on paying, if you can finance it, but he is so hot. Like, if I could just put a date out there, I probably went to see Dr. Curves like in March. He was not going to be able to get me in until February that next year. And then he said, "But you can join a waiting list. It does come up." And he said, "But if you, go ahead and pay it, I can definitely get you in sooner, blase, blase." And I leave. And then I believe, just life just happened. And, shoot, I did get hired on, whatever, whatever. And I just didn't really think about it anymore. Actually, after that, if I'm being honest with you, um, I started getting real like heavy. I was hitting the gym really heavy. And I got super duper small. I needed a BBL in, but I got super duper small. So, then the BBL thing just kind of faded away. Yeah, I'm actually happy with my body. Like, I get tons of compliments on my body. I'm like, "Tia, you have people risking their lives just to get what you have." Like, people just need to be appreciative of what they have and stop looking at what society is saying about something. You know, like, just because you see this particular guy, or guys looking at this particular woman, giving her attention for that, and you're seeing that you don't have that, then that's just not the guy for you, because there's somebody for you that is going to want you and going to appreciate the way that you look. You got guys that's in the butt, you got guys in the titties, in the feet. You got something that somebody want, you know. So we can't be listening to people, you know. Facts, because somebody out there, yeah, somebody is gonna like it, and you got some guys. And actually, shoot, I don't want to speak too much, but I feel like out in the West Coast, they really don't want you to have no too big of a butt. I feel like out there, they don't even want it like that for real. That's another thing Beyonce has gotten drug for. It was what's the name? What was it? Country. I don't know. He was a country singer or a radio host or whatever. But he said Beyonce's butt was too big, and of course, why he say that? The Beehive, of course, came after his ass. But yeah, you got people who's not into that, and I just wish people would just be happy with what they want. Now, I will say this: you do have people to where they might want the enhancement for them, and if that's the case, then that's really just between you and what you want, and that's okay. But you just gotta know the risk. All I ask is do your research. Don't be cutting corners. Don't be trying to go to the cheapest surgeon. You really got to do your research, because you got to think about it. Like, is it really worth your life? And I always like to give getting like a breast augmentation a pass, just because to me breasts represent femininity, and I couldn't imagine like really being a woman and I didn't really have much. You know, I could see why a woman would want to get some breasts. You know what I mean? But the everything else, I feel like that's cosmetic. For you really don't need it, right? And I don't know. Let's see. Next, I did want to show y'all this, right? This is crazy. This is super crazy. Let me show y'all this real quick. Now, this is something that has gone viral, like from Africa somewhere, right? Let me show y'all. But it's slow.
On this app strolling the other day, and I ran across an African. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ebony Michelle. So I was on this app strolling the other day, and I ran across an African lady who said that if you take alcohol and Vaseline and rub on your butt, we got the shower for 5 days straight, it's supposed to make your butt bigger. So guess what I did? I went and got me some extra.
So you got people mixing up Vaseline and olive oil, right? And they're like putting it on their butt like twice a day, and it's supposed to have results. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have not seen this debunked. Like, I don't, and I should have looked on YouTube to see if anybody else tried on YouTube, but I could not find a video on hold on, y'all. Sorry, we got people. They've moved out, and Papa hear them across the hall. But anyways, I have not found anybody who said it doesn't work. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need to just look on YouTube and see. I don't know. And it doesn't make sense. You're right. It doesn't make sense. I don't know the science behind it. You know what? Let me see. Let me see. Let me do a quick search real quick. Cause it don't I don't really understand how it could make like how could this be? But I ain't found no like everybody say it works. Like even in the comments, even in the comments, ain't nobody. Everybody's like, yes, it worked for me. Like nobody's coming on here calling bullshit. Let me see. Okay, look for buttocks results. Let's see how to get a bigger butt in just days. Like we about to see. Hold on.
Welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Shaganita. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for viewing my videos. Thanks for everything. And today again, I have come up with another beauty home remedy. I was the end of speaking. I'll be having this nice body. Sharing the tips with my viewers, with my fans. So I decided to come up with something which is very simple, very affordable. Anyone can afford it to buy it. So I decided to come up with something which will make your hips, which will make your booty up, which will give you a very nice body shape, as I'll show you in my video how my body looks like and what did I use for my body to look like that. So the thing is very simple. All you need, for those who have stretch marks, I would suggest you'll add an addition of the tip I'll give out, but for those who doesn't have, no need to use. So first of all, we need, this is Vaseline, the original one. You have to look for Vaseline, the original one. Oh, for me, I have small because seriously, I'm seeing a very big change, so that's why I'm using the small one. Another thing, we need olive oil. It doesn't matter what kind of olive oil you have, but as long as it's olive oil. Another thing, for those who have stretch marks, you need coconut oil. Coconut oil is very good for the skin. It can help you get rid of what stretch marks. So, but since for me I don't have stretch marks, that's why I don't use coconut oil, but it's very nice for those who have stretch marks. So what you have to do, you just have to take Vaseline, you premix it in a tin, you just get a bowl, anything you can get, just premix it. You premix it very well, as you know, like premixing, you premix the Vaseline with the coconut oil. So I'll just show you, because for me, I'm just doing it every day. Just premix it. Just need to premix it like this. The moment it's premixed, you premix it well, very, very well, like this. As I'm doing it, make sure that it's really, really premixed. So after premixing, you have to premix it very, very well. Then after premixing it, what you have to do, you have to go like this. You see? You start using this.
Make sure y'all paying attention.
You start using these ingredients on your butt like this. When you're putting it up and down like this, in shapes on the hips, same way like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. And you have to do it morning and evening, and if at all you don't have time, you can do it one time, but you have to make sure that you pull it up like this, every day until you get your desired results. But for me, it's really worked, so I'll give you how I look now, how my body looks like. Trust me, I'm waiting for your comments because it will really work. It really works. But make sure you pull the butt like this. You pull the hips like this. You have to make sure that you pull it well and push it down so that it can be the shape. Don't just do it. Please, till you get your desired.
She done ripped us off. I thought she was gonna show us what she looked like. Look, this is 2 years ago, y'all. It really works, guys. Been using it for a month now. My butt's got bigger. So I started this 4 days ago, and I definitely see results. It removed my cellulite. Let me see. How long it take to see the results? It can take a few weeks. It said get a butt in days. Oh, I don't know about this, y'all. It said I ain't tried it because it'll be too greasy. Look, did they come back? Hips and butt. They said it give you butt now. They ain't say nothing about no hips. Look at her. They said butt. Girl. And see, at first, I was gonna tell y'all you know what? I'ma try it for a week. I'ma do the measurements, and we gonna see do it work. It do. We gonna see if it work. But they talking about a few weeks. I don't know. Would y'all be interested in that? Should I measure myself this weekend and we'll see from Saturday to next telephone tea if it worked. Y'all want to see that, or y'all want to do it with me, and let's just see what happens. At least if the cellulite, I don't really care about cellulite and stretch marks and stuff, but okay, we're gonna do it. Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, bet. So Saturday, I'm gonna measure myself, and we're gonna keep track of it all week. Remember, we gotta do it in the morning and at night. So for me, it'll be when I get out the shower in the morning, and then right before work at night. And we gonna see. We trying to see something. Because like I told you, ain't nobody saying, this don't work. Ain't nobody saying it don't work. There's nobody in the comments saying this didn't work for me. You know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. I'm not interested. But okay. Final thoughts. Because I love to end with a funny video. Some funny viral video. And I forgot last week because it got kind of emotional a little bit last week, and I forgot to give y'all funny videos, so I gotta make up for it this week. But my final thoughts on this topic, for real, I know, right? We could look at Google. For real, is just love the skin that you're in, and forget what people talking about, because it really don't matter, and especially if they're not paying your bills, and especially if they're not helping you with whatever it is. Like, I don't understand why it hurts somebody, or it bothers somebody because of how you look. It's crazy to me. It'll never sit right with me that people really be bothered by what's going on with somebody else. Like, what? It's just weird. And a lot of these people got children. So it's like, you do know that's somebody's child that you're talking about, right? Like, something good, you don't hear nothing about it. But the minute somebody gets to gossiping and whatnot, it spreads like wildfire. It's just crazy. But let's get into our little viral video of the week so we can close out and y'all can get back to your Thursday. Let me get it started.
Ma'am, this is not a tomato. No, this is not a tomato.
This woman tried to scan a tomato as a TV at the Walmart self-checkout. After she scanned the TV as tomato, she gets stopped at the door and almost makes it out.
Huh? What?
He said we have to have the cashier.
He
Take
said
this
we
off.
have to have the cashier take this off.
Oh, I'll look at it.
Oh, I was gonna say he'll check it at the door. So.
That's only $2.40. It's a tomato.
The tomato.
Ma'am, this is not a tomato.
This is not a tomato.
No. Yeah, this is not a tomato. This is stealing.
This is stealing. All right, let's go.
Go where?
Go where?
Jail.
Why?
You tried to steal.
Why?
I didn't even leave.
You tried to steal TV.
I didn't leave yet.
I didn't leave yet.
As prices continue to rise, almost 80% of stores experience shoplifting incidents, with 10% of Americans involved in shoplifting. This has led
Them.
Walmart to reintroduce more cashiers and consider eliminating self-checkouts, with police officers stationed at doors to check receipts. But what do you think about this?
Look, did y'all see all that? How much stuff they was piling out? Like, little mini story time, right? It was this he was some type of addict. I don't remember what he was on, but he was some type of addict. Um, he was a white man. He would get a haircut. You know, a haircut can do wonders, right? He'll get a little haircut, and he'll go inside the store, the grocery store, and he'll just pile his cart up with meat. Meat, y'all. Meat. We're not talking about no hamburger hot dogs. No, he got lobsters, lobster tail, crab legs, steak, chicken, pork chops, Boston butts. I mean, meat. His cart was probably total at least $500 of meat. um, and he would just walk out the store.
Like what?
He would just walk out the store. Nobody asked him questions. Nobody asked him anything. He'll just walk out the store. And then he'll sell it, you know. And yeah, I was buying it. Shit, what you thought? Yeah, I was buying it. But wow, it's crazy. But anywho, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. Like I said, we was here for a good time, not a long time tonight. Um, please, please, please like the video before you go. Share it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll definitely be back next Thursday with the update for the BBL, because y'all know I gotta get my BBL this week. I knew someone like that, and I bought the store. Yeah, shoot. I done bought. Let me not say all that on here, but yeah. So we gonna go over my BBL results because we gonna claim this BBL. We all about to get these BBLs. They want to talk about the girl at work. I'm about to give them something to talk about. They gonna see my butt get even fatter, and I dare them to say I'm wearing a damn lift. I dare them. And another thing too is I start my dance class this Saturday, so I'll let y'all know how that go. It's a pole fitness class, so I'm so excited. So I'll update y'all on that next week. Until next time, I love y'all. Bye.